The sun was just beginning to set over the city of New York when a group of friends, Jack, Rachel, Sarah, and David, gathered outside the entrance of an escape room. They had been waiting for this moment for weeks and were eager to test their skills against the puzzles and challenges that awaited them. The host of the escape room, a mysterious man named Henry, greeted them as they stepped through the door. He told them that the theme of the room was the Lost City, and that their goal was to find a way out in 1 hour. He gave them a brief rundown of the rules, and then locked the door behind them. The room was dimly lit, and the walls were lined with ancient maps and artifacts. The friends split up, each eager to start exploring and finding clues. Rachel found a book filled with cryptic messages, while Jack stumbled upon a secret passage that led to a hidden room. Sarah discovered a mysterious key, and David found a note written in an ancient language. As they worked together to decode the messages and solve the puzzles, they realized that they were not alone in the room. A mysterious figure appeared, and they soon discovered that they were trapped in a game where the stakes were higher than they could have ever imagined. The figure revealed that they were in a race against time to find the lost city, and that only one person would be allowed to leave the room alive. The friends were horrified, but determined to find a way out. They continued to work together, solving puzzles and decoding messages, but as the clock ticked down, tensions began to rise. They realized that the figure was not just a game master, but a ruthless treasure hunter who would stop at nothing to find the lost city and claim the treasure for himself. As the hour came to an end, the friends were faced with one final challenge. They had to escape the room, but with only one person allowed to leave, they were forced to make a terrible choice. In a shocking twist, they discovered that the lost city was not a real place, but a metaphor for the lost city of their own souls. The treasure hunter was actually a manifestation of their deepest fears and desires, and the escape room was a test of their ability to overcome them. With newfound courage, the friends stood together and faced the treasure hunter. They realized that the only way to escape was to face their fears and overcome them, and that the true treasure was not a physical thing, but the strength and love they had for each other. As they stood together, the walls of the escape room began to crumble, and they found themselves back outside, free from the game and stronger than ever. As the friends stepped outside the escape room, they were relieved to be free from the intense and challenging experience. But their relief was short-lived, as they soon realized that they were not alone. A figure appeared from the shadows, revealing himself to be the game master, Henry. He informed them that the escape room was only the beginning, and that they were now part of an even bigger game. He told them that they had been chosen to participate in a real-life treasure hunt, where they would have to find and retrieve a valuable artifact that had been lost for centuries. The prize was massive, but the journey was dangerous and would test their skills and bravery to the limit. The friends were hesitant at first, but the temptation of the prize was too great. They agreed to participate and set out on their journey, determined to reach the end and claim the treasure. As they traveled through remote and dangerous territories, they encountered challenges and obstacles that pushed them to their limits. They faced danger from other treasure hunters who were also competing for the prize, and had to use their wits and teamwork to overcome them. As they got closer to their goal, they began to realize that the treasure was not just any ordinary artifact, but a powerful and dangerous weapon that could change the course of history. The friends were faced with a dilemma: should they continue on their quest, knowing the risks and consequences, or should they abandon their journey and leave the artifact hidden, where it could do no harm? As they grappled with their conscience, they found themselves trapped, unable to escape the game. They were told that they would be forced to continue until they either retrieved the artifact or died trying. The friends were horrified, but determined to find a way out. They banded together, using their intelligence and bravery to solve the puzzles and overcome the challenges. In the end, they found themselves at the entrance to an ancient temple, where the artifact was said to be hidden. The final challenge was before them, and they had no choice but to face it. With the clock ticking down, they entered the temple and solved the final puzzle, retrieving the artifact. But as they prepared to leave, they discovered that they had been double-crossed. The game master, Henry, was actually a ruthless and power-hungry individual who had planned to use the artifact for his own gain. The friends were forced to fight for their lives, using their skills and courage to defeat the Game Master and save the world from his evil plans. In the end, they emerged victorious, but not without cost. They had lost friends and faced countless dangers, but they had also gained strength and courage that would stay with them for a lifetime. As they returned home, the friends looked back on their journey with a sense of pride and accomplishment. They knew that they had faced their fears and overcome them, and that they had emerged from the game as true heroes. And although the treasure was gone, the friends knew that their greatest reward was the bond they had forged and the memories they had created along the way.